Tim Tebow arrived at spring training at the invitation of the Mets Monday, and while he's fully aware that no one is expecting him to succeed in his quest to pick up baseball more than a decade after he last played in high school, Tebow told reporters that he's enjoying the process. On Tuesday's episode of Undisputed, Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharpe and Rob Parker broke down Tebow's chances of making an impact in 2017, and Bayless explained what he believes the Mets should do with Tebow this summer. Tim Tebow, I didn't underestimate how difficult this would be. Tim Tebow, I didn't underestimate how difficult his would be. I'm not going to worry about what everyone's writing or what everybody's thinking or however I'm being marketed. I think, for me, I just want to be able to continue the process, enjoy every day, get to know my teammates and have fun out there. I don't think it's a bigger challenge than I thought. Obviously I knew this was a big challenge, right? You're picking up a sport after 12 years of not playing, so I understood it. And I think part of the challenge in it being so hard is part of why it's so fun and why it's something that I'm enjoying and loving. It's a hard game, it's not an easy thing to do. You know, hitting a baseball is one of the hardest things in sports, but I enjoy the process very much. Rob Parker, Tim Tebow has no chance of making it. Rob Parker, Tim Tebow has no chance of making it. No way, no how, can Tebow make it in baseball? I admire this, okay, going out there and trying. I do. But let's just be honest. You haven't played baseball in 12 years, that's a hard game to play. The hardest. It just is. And he just said it, hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do. Shannon Sharpe, harder than playing quarterback. Rob Parker, yes, because remember Shannon, you fail 7 out of 10 times and you're great. That's how hard it is. I think that's the scale that tells you how tough it is. And in this case here, BP fastballs, hitting home runs, don't mean a thing. It's totally different from a real game where guys are throwing major league game speed. A BP fastball is right there for you to hit it. Skip Bayless, he's got big league power, but so do a bunch of minor leaguers who never made it. Rob Parker, and here's the other one. Michael Jordan, a great athlete all around, same thing. Hadn't played baseball in a long time, goes to the White Sox, Birmingham, 1994, plays the season. In the year that he played in Birmingham, he batted .202, 3 home runs, 51 RBIs. He stole 30 bases. It's just not good enough to get you there. And that is the task that Tim Tebow has. My issue isn't with Tebow, it's with the New York Metropolitans. Why are you doing this? I know it's a non-roster spot, so he's not blocking anybody else from being on the team, but it just seems to me like, why are you doing this? The chances of him making a team are 0 to none. And it's just a publicity stunt. Shannon Sharpe, why are we giving Tebow the benefit of the doubt? Shannon Sharpe, why are we giving Tebow the benefit of the doubt? They invited him to spring training. I thought there was an age limit on being a bat boy. I think you should only be allowed to be a bat boy between the ages of 8 to 18, or you graduate high school, whichever comes first. Skip, in the fall league he hit .194 with 20 strikeouts in 70 plate appearances. That's not good enough to get you invited to this, even if it is a non-roster invite. Why does he get this benefit of the doubt, Skip? Skip Bayless, they're selling his jersey. That helps. That gets you in camp. Shannon Sharpe, I'm just trying to figure out Skip. Look, I don't knock anybody for trying. But I'm looking at it. Why? He doesn't have a chance of making the team, Skip. You know that. You saw him in the fall league when he's playing against prospects, and a lot of those guys are not going to get called up. Not going to be on a big league roster. And he couldn't hit them. What makes you think that he could hit constant big league pitching? Big leaguers can't constantly hit big league pitching. And a guy that's been absent for 12 years? Come on, Skip. Skip Bayless, Tebow was always going to struggle, but he showed promise in the Arizona Fall League. Skip Bayless, Tebow was always going to struggle, but he showed promise in the Arizona Fall League. I'm going to say what I've told you from the start. It's a long shot. Maybe it's a long shot, but I still give him a shot, Tim Tebow, because he is a big stud athlete who will work as hard at this as anybody else will try to work. Now, does that make him big league material? No, it does not. But I'm going to tell you what happened. After 12 years away from the sport of baseball, since his junior year of high school, it was